Hello, today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is sleep. Occupationally, it's one of my favorite things because I actually get to put people to sleep every day as my job, and so I've become really fascinated with sleep over the years, particularly as a doctor in training, where you get very sleep deprived. You're doing shift work, night shift, going back and forth and really messing up with your sleep cycle. So I really wanted to delve into a lot of the science around sleep. As a matter of fact, there's a lot that we don't know. Even within my profession, there's a lot of mechanisms within anesthesia that we don't actually fully understand. And it's really interesting to know that in our regular sleep, something that is absolutely innate to our human functioning, we actually don't really understand many facets of sleep, why we do it, why we need it. But we know for sure that we need it, and we need enough of it. And that's where we're all having a lot of struggle these days because of our modern lifestyle. We tend to sacrifice our sleep before we sacrifice anything else. So I'm hoping to give you some information today around why you should really start to reprioritize your sleep in your life, because without your sleep, you really don't have that quality in all other facets of your life. So firstly, I want to talk about blue light, because there's a lot of talk out there about blue light and that it's really bad. Yes, at the wrong times, blue light is bad, but I want you to keep this in mind. Blue light is the natural light emitted by the sun in the early hours of the morning. So it is a natural light, and our bodies are wired to respond to it. When it becomes a problem is when we are getting blue light at the wrong times of day, mainly in the evening, when we actually want the opposite hormonal effect in our body from what blue light is stimulating in the morning. So when we wake up naturally to dawn light, which not many of us get the pleasure to do, our blue light is stimulating our body to produce cortisol. Now, cortisol, most of us know it as a stress hormone. Cortisol is what gets you going in the morning. It peaks normally around 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning when you're sort of getting that dawn light. It gets you moving. Now, the important thing is we need cortisol to start petering out towards the end of the day in order for us to get restful sleep. And there's this beautiful dance that goes on between cortisol and melatonin, our other hormone that's really important to our sleep. These two guys are like the yin and the yang. You need both, but they need to be working in symphony and harmony together. Sorry about the dog just video bombing my video. They used to hang out on my bed, so that's why they're here as well. There's another one over there. Hopefully we'll just have one for the video. So melatonin is what switches on at night. And if cortisol is hanging around, melatonin can't kick in and do its job. So we need that cortisol to start petering off in order for melatonin to kick in and start getting us ready for bed and a sound and restful and thorough night's sleep, which so many of us find very elusive these days. So one really simple thing you can do is start to minimize your blue light exposure at night. And this is all about our screens. So we want to start minimizing our screen exposure about 2 hours before we go to bed. That's our phones, our TVs, laptops, iPads, the whole work. And really look at the lighting in your home as well. Start dimming it down. Invest in some lamps. Don't have all those really bright downlights going in the evening. We want to start winding down our system so that we can get a refreshing and thorough night's sleep. And in the morning, same thing. In some areas of the world, particularly in the winter months, it's really hard to get that morning light. I completely understand. My job, I'm basically at work before the sun's up, and I'm usually there and the sun's down before I'm even leaving. So to get that exposure of sunlight in the winter months is challenging, but whenever you can, try and get that morning light into your eyeballs. Really get it in there so that your cortisol can start switching on and start working for you. If you've got a chronically stressed state, which many of us are experiencing, you will still have some ongoing levels with your cortisol because you're in a cortisol drive all the time. But try and start using these simple routines in the morning and in the evening in order to hack your sleep routine and give it some assistance. Other important things is your evening wind down routine. Try not to eat 2 hours before you're going to go to bed. And if you do have to eat within that time frame, keep it light. Readjust your eating plan through the day so you're not eating anything too heavy, which is going to make you pour all your energy into your digestion and not really allow your body to wind down and start getting into that parasympathetic nervous system to assist you to have a restful and refreshing night's sleep. So I hope that little education on your hormonal health helped you, and there'll be more videos coming up very soon on a variety of topics. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more to come.